That $50 maintenance skip just cost you $2,000. You think I'm exaggerating? I watched a rider ignore a simple chain adjustment for 3 months. The result? Destroyed sprockets, damaged transmission seals, and a repair bill that could have bought a decent used bike. You think you know your machine? You're about to find out where you're wrong. I'm breaking down 12 hidden mistakes that separate smart riders from the ones writing checks to mechanics every month. These aren't the obvious failures everyone talks about. These are the silent killers that destroy engines, transmissions, and bank accounts while you're not looking. Let's start with the engine killers you're probably doing right now. Secret number 1, skipping warm-ups. You are skipping warm-ups and grinding your engine to death. Most riders fire up their bikes, give it one rev, and hit the road like they are late for work. But here is what is happening inside that motor while you are being impatient. Cold oil moves like molasses. It is thick, sluggish, and for those first crucial seconds, your engine parts are grinding metal on metal with minimal lubrication. Every time you do this, you cause microscopic wear on components that cost thousands to replace. Pistons, rings, cylinder walls, cam lobes. The math is brutal. That short warm-up you are skipping, plus gentle riding for the first few miles, can materially extend your engine life. Skip it consistently, and you are looking at premature engine death and a rebuild that costs more than most bikes are worth. The fix costs nothing. Let your bike idle for 30 seconds minimum. But here's the real secret. Do not just sit there. Ride gently for the first few minutes. Keep the engine speed low, avoid hard acceleration, and give the oil time to reach operating temperature. Smart riders understand this. The rest are funding their mechanic's vacation. Secret number 2, your coolant is turning acidic and eating your engine alive. You probably know coolant prevents overheating, but what most riders do not realize is that old coolant becomes corrosive over time. That innocent-looking green or orange fluid slowly turns acidic and starts dissolving aluminum engine parts from the inside out. Water pumps, cylinder heads, radiators are all getting eaten away while your temperature gauge looks perfectly normal. By the time you notice a problem, you are staring at a blown head gasket or a leaking water pump. We are talking $1,500 to $3,000 in repairs for something that could have been prevented with a $30 coolant change. The warning signs are subtle. Rusty flakes in your overflow tank, a sweet smell from the exhaust, or coolant levels that keep dropping without obvious leaks. But the real killer? Mixing coolant types. Green, orange, and blue do not play nice together. Mix them, and you get a thick gel that blocks your radiator and causes catastrophic overheating. Change your coolant every 2 years, period. Use distilled water for mixing, never tap water. And stick to one coolant type for the life of your bike. This is not optional maintenance. It is engine survival. Secret number 3, your clogged air filter is leaning out your fuel mixture and warping valves. This one is sneaky because a dirty air filter does not just rob horsepower, it creates a lean fuel mixture that runs dangerously hot. When your engine can't breathe properly, it compensates by burning fuel with insufficient air, and those combustion temperatures skyrocket. Hot exhaust valves are stressed valves. Keep them running too hot for too long, and they warp or burn completely. The warning signs include rough idling, stalling, backfires through the exhaust, and in extreme cases, complete valve failure that requires a top-end rebuild. I've seen riders ignore obvious symptoms for months. Their bikes are bucking like angry horses, backfiring on deceleration, and running like garbage. The diagnosis? A $15 air filter that hadn't been changed in 2 years. But the damage was already done. Warped valves and a $2,500 repair bill. The solution is embarrassingly simple. Replace your air filter according to the manual, and if you ride in dusty conditions, check it twice as often. Off-road riders should inspect it weekly. It's a 5-minute job that prevents thousands in engine damage. Speaking of things that destroy engines slowly, let's talk about the transmission and drivetrain disasters most riders create without knowing it. Secret number 4, your chain tension is creating a financial disaster. Even veteran riders mess this up, and it's costing them hundreds every year. Too tight, and you're destroying sprockets while putting dangerous strain on your transmission. too loose, and you get sloppy shifting with the constant risk of that chain snapping or jumping off at highway speeds. Pay attention. But here's the expensive part nobody talks about. As your suspension compresses and extends, your chain's effective length changes. If that chain is too tight, it cannot accommodate this natural movement. That creates intense stress on your countershaft sprocket, on transmission bearings, and on output shaft seals. The result is oil leaks from stressed seals, noisy transmission operation, and, in worst cases, cracked transmission cases. I have seen riders ignore obvious chain noise for months, thinking it is normal. Then they bring their bikes in with oil pooling under the transmission and bearing noise that sounds like a cement mixer. The repair bill is brutal. A new chain and sprocket set runs $300 to $600. But if you have damaged seals or bearings, you are looking at $800 minimum, often more if the case needs welding. Always check chain slack with rider weight on the bike. Either have someone sit on it, or use a tie down to simulate loaded suspension. Check it monthly, adjust it properly, and save yourself from writing checks to the transmission shop. Secret number 5. Your clutch cable is burning out your clutch plates. Ever feel like your clutch is starting to slip? You twist the throttle, revolutions per minute climb, but your bike does not accelerate like it should. Most riders panic and start shopping for a new clutch pack. But here's the truth that will save you hundreds. Your clutch is probably fine. The problem is cable adjustment. As you ride, clutch cables naturally stretch. Or worse, someone adjusted it wrong and left zero free play at the lever. If your clutch lever does not have 2 to 3 millimeters of free play before it starts engaging, you are riding with the clutch partially disengaged all the time. That constant slipping burns clutch plates faster than hard launches and wheelies combined. You are literally cooking your clutch during normal riding, wondering why it only lasted 15,000 miles instead of 40,000. The fix takes 5 minutes and no special tools. Adjust your cable so there is proper free play at the lever. For hydraulic clutches, the problem is usually old fluid that has absorbed moisture and lost pressure. Change that fluid every 2 years and your clutch will feel like new again. Secret number 6. Your fork oil is breaking down and destroying your suspension. This is the maintenance item almost nobody talks about, but it is costing riders serious money. Most people think suspension only wears out from hard riding or high mileage. The truth is, the oil inside your forks degrades over time regardless of how you ride. When fork oil breaks down, it loses its viscosity and damping properties. Your front suspension stops absorbing bumps properly, your forks dive hard under braking, and your bike. It feels vague and unstable in corners. But the real expense comes when those compromised seals start leaking. Fork seal replacement isn't cheap. Depending on your bike and local shop rates, you're looking at $200 to $400 in labor plus parts. And once seals start leaking, the problem accelerates because dirt and debris contaminate the remaining oil. The warning signs are obvious once you know what to look for. Sloppy handling, excessive fork dive, oil weeping around the seals, or that vague feeling when cornering or braking. Smart riders change their fork oil every 10,000 to 15,000 miles. Not only does your suspension feel like new again, but you prevent those expensive seal failures that empty your wallet. Then there's the whole mess of stopping and steering, where most riders are making dangerous and expensive mistakes. Secret number 7. You are overinflating your tires and transferring shock straight into your frame. Everyone obsesses over low tire pressure because it's obvious and dangerous, but the hidden killer is actually too much air. Overinflated tires get rock hard and lose their ability to absorb road impacts. That shock isn't disappearing. It's transferring directly into your wheels, bearings, forks, and frame. Here's what most riders don't understand about tire pressure. For every 10 degrees Fahrenheit the temperature rises, your tire pressure increases about 1 psi. So if you inflate to maximum pressure on a cold morning, by the time that rubber heats up from riding, you are running dangerously overinflated tires. Overinflated tires shrink your contact patch. That is less rubber touching the road. Less grip means longer braking distances, sketchy cornering, and accelerated wear on suspension components that are getting hammered by every bump and pothole. I have seen riders wonder why their forks are leaking and their wheel bearings keep failing. The answer? They are running 5 psi over spec and beating their bike to death. Always check tire pressure cold with a quality gauge. Do not guess, and do not trust those ancient gas station pumps that have not been calibrated since the Clinton administration. Your factory specs are not suggestions. They are based on real-world testing for your specific bike's weight distribution and suspension setup. Secret number 8. Cheap pads are destroying expensive rotors. A lot of riders shop brake pads like they are buying toilet paper. Cheapest option wins. But those no-name eBay specials are often made from compounds that are way too hard for your rotors. Hard pads chew through rotors faster than you would believe, and replacing rotors costs $300 or more per rotor plus labor. But here's the part that really gets expensive. Cheap pads do not just wear out. Secret number 8. Cheap brake pads. Rotors can develop uneven wear patterns that cause vibration, pulsing, and reduced stopping power. Once your rotors are warped or scored, you cannot just throw better pads on and call it fixed. You need new rotors, and that is when a $50 brake job becomes an $800 nightmare. New rotors. Match your pad compound to how you actually ride. The solution is not buying the most expensive pads you can find. Organic pads work great for city riding and normal street use. They are gentle on rotors and provide good feel at moderate temperatures. Semi-metallic pads handle heat better for aggressive riding and mountain twisties, but they are harder on rotors during normal use. Know your riding style, match your pads accordingly, and your rotors will last 50,000 miles instead of 15,000 miles. Good pads protect your investment. Cheap pads destroy it. Secret number 9. Your spark plugs are telling you about expensive problems before they happen. Most riders ignore spark plugs until their bike will not start. But if you know how to read them, spark plugs are like getting a free diagnostic report on your engine's internal health. A black, sooty spark plug means you are running rich, too much fuel in the mixture. That is usually a clogged air filter or a fuel system problem. A white, chalky plug means you are running lean, not enough fuel, which creates dangerous combustion temperatures that can melt pistons. Oil deposits on the plug threads mean your valve seals are leaking, allowing oil into the combustion chamber. Catch this early with an $8 spark plug inspection, and you might prevent a $1,200 valve job. Ignore it until your bike is smoking like a freight train, and you are looking at a complete top-end rebuild. Check your plugs every 5,000 miles. They will warn you about air filter problems, fuel system issues, valve seal failures, and combustion temperature problems long before your bike starts running poorly. It is like having a crystal ball for engine problems, but most riders never bother looking. But wait until you see the scams some mechanics will not tell you about. Secret number 10. Fuel additives are expensive snake oil that can damage your bike. Walk into any auto parts store and you will see shelves packed with fuel system cleaners, octane boosters, and miracle additives promising to clean your injectors and unleash hidden horsepower. The truth is, most of them are overpriced garbage that can actually harm your engine. Unless your fuel injectors are genuinely clogged, and you would know because your bike would be running like complete trash, you do not need any of these products. The best thing you can do for your fuel system costs nothing extra. Use top-tier gasoline from major brands like Shell and Chevron. Quality gas. These fuels already contain detergents specifically designed to clean injectors and prevent carbon buildup. Independent testing proves that consistently using quality gas keeps engines cleaner than any additive you can buy. But here is where riders get themselves in trouble. They think more is better. Overusing additives can foul spark plugs, damage oxygen sensors, and create deposits instead of removing them. I have seen riders dump bottle after bottle of fuel system cleaner into their tanks, wondering why their bikes are running worse instead of better. If you genuinely need an additive, stick to proven brands like Techron or Seafoam, and use them sparingly according to directions. Your engine does not need a chemical cocktail, it needs good gas and proper maintenance. Helmet warning. Secret number 11. Your helmet is lying to you about protection. You might be wearing a helmet right now that looks perfectly fine but is not protecting you the way it should. This is the safety lie that could cost you your life, not just your money. Helmets are not meant to last forever, even if you have never crashed. The foam inside gradually breaks down from heat, sweat, ultraviolet exposure, and simple aging. Research shows that after 5 years, most helmets lose significant impact absorption capability. By 7 years, the protection degradation is dramatic. Yet riders keep using helmets that are 8, 10, or even 15 years old because they still look good. The shell might look perfect, but the EPS foam inside, the part that actually saves your brain, has degraded to the point where it's barely better than wearing a plastic bowl. Check the manufacturing date on the label inside your helmet. If it's over 5 years old, start shopping for a replacement. If you ride daily in hot climates or leave your helmet in direct sunlight, consider replacing it even sooner. This isn't planned obsolescence, it's physics. The materials break down whether you crash or not. Your helmet is the one piece of gear that determines whether you walk away from an accident or get carried away. Don't gamble with decade-old foam technology when your life is on the line. Secret number 12. Battery maintenance myths are costing you hundreds in premature replacements. Most riders think they're being smart by keeping their bikes on trickle chargers during storage. But here's what they don't understand. Not all trickle chargers are created equal, and many are actually damaging their batteries. Cheap trickle chargers don't regulate voltage properly. They can overcharge your battery, causing the electrolyte to boil off and the plates to sulfate. That sulfation is permanent damage that kills battery capacity. I've seen riders wonder why their 2-year-old batteries won't hold a charge, never realizing their bargain charger has been slowly destroying it. The other myth is that batteries need to be completely drained before recharging. That advice comes from old nickel-cadmium batteries, and it does not apply to modern lead-acid motorcycle batteries. Partial discharge cycles are actually better for battery longevity than deep discharge cycles. Use a quality smart charger that monitors battery condition and switches to maintenance mode when charging is complete. Check your battery terminals monthly for corrosion and keep the electrolyte levels topped off with distilled water. A good battery should last 4 to 6 years with proper care, not the 18 months most riders get from neglect and cheap chargers. The real kicker is that all these problems are completely preventable with basic knowledge and minimal effort. Smart riders understand these details. They separate them from the donor buckets writing checks every month. If you want more hard-learned lessons that save money and prevent disasters, hit subscribe for the next breakdown that could save your life.